So today we're going to take the Fairmont down to the shop and we're going to see what's wrong with it. It's making this kind of weird noise. Not really 100% sure. Still makes decent oil pressure, but I kind of think it's a rod bearing starting to go. So we're going to jack the motor up and pull the pan, take a look at the bearings. And because we want to continue to use this engine for basically mock-up and everything for the turbo build. Now, the last video did not start. Now I have to, I'm just gonna pause the video. I'm gonna go mess with it, see if it starts. All right, we're gonna try again. Nice. Okay, I'll go get the jumper. I got this cool little jumper at Walmart. See if it helps. Okay, she's on, she's loaded. Time to get down to the shop. I looked at somebody modified the oil pan to fit the stock K member, and it almost looks, you'd have to jack the engine 2 feet to get it out. So I'm probably just gonna pull the engine. It's not that many bolts, and I'll just pull it and get it on the stand, and then we'll take a look at it. So let's get to the shop. All right. Pulling up to the shop. Let's gonna get this thing unloaded and hopefully start digging into it soon. Okay, so it's a little bit later now. It's actually only like 5 o'clock. But we decided to drop the K member out, leave the engine in the car, drop the K member out so we can get the oil pan out. We did find the issue. As you can see, we got everything kind of supported. There's a pole jack. And the biggest thing, well, that we found is there's no thrust. Pointer. Oh, yeah, that's okay. There's no thrust left. See, this side's still good. This side is gone. And I think is because the converter spacing was wrong. And as you can see, this side of the crank looks pretty good. That side is not good. So we're thinking about, we have a bunch of motors, and we're thinking of, we're just gonna put a crank in it. I'm gonna find some bearings tonight, and we're probably gonna pull the motor just because it'll be easier if I flip it upside down, literally push all the rods out of the way and rip the crank out, throw this crank in the trash, and it's somewhere over there, the new crank, because we need a 58X crank. It's why this motor is a 2011, so it's a little newer. So most of those engines are 24X. So,
but we do have one.
We do have one. And I talked to a couple people and they say they have bearings. So hopefully this is running tomorrow. Maybe, we'll see. I drove in here, hopefully it drives out. Heading home now. Just left my buddy Justin's. He actually had a set of main and rod bearings, standard size. So we got those for tomorrow. There is a 4.8 58X crank at the shop. So I'm going to lower the car down, pull the motor, and then just flip it upside down, push the rods out of the way, yank the crank out, throw that in the garbage because it's toast, and then put a new crank in, put bearings in it, put it back together, put it back in the car. I'm hoping everything else is okay. It should be. So all the rods look good, and it's just that I mean, there was one rod, but it was also right next to the thrust that was a little iffy. The bearing didn't seat the best in the rod, but none of the rods had any bluing, nothing. So everything seemed really good. It still made really good oil pressure for like a stock LS. It still made a hot idle of 35, 38. It was showing on the gauge. So everything's still in spec. And now I'm just on my way home in the rain. And we'll be back at the shop bright and early. I really want to try to get that thing out, fixed, and back in. I don't think I can do it all in one day. I'm hoping I can do it between today and tomorrow. Or no, sorry, tomorrow and Saturday. And then get it fired. And once it's back together, it'll make it a lot easier when we're doing the cage if the car runs and drives. That way we don't have to, you know, push it around and deal with all that. But I want it running and driving. Because I also still want to use that engine to build the turbo kit. Have to source the turbo. A couple different options I was thinking about. Not exactly sure which one I want to go with yet. But go with that. I'll probably stick with the stock ECU at least for a little bit. It's a stock E38 ECU. Excuse me. But eventually it'll get a Holley Terminator, probably the one off of the Mustang, because that's going to be going back to, you know, more of a street car, so that can use a stock ECU. Not really a problem. But anyway, I think that's it for now. I'll make this kind of a part one, and we'll continue. I'll start a new video tomorrow, you know, fixing the broken engine. So hope you guys are enjoying. I'm trying to get better with my wording and stop saying and a couple other things. And I'm not the best with the video editor by any means, so I'm also trying there. But I appreciate all the new subscribers. Like I said, I want to try to continue this going for 2023, just to get my work out there a little bit. You know, my own stuff I don't care about. It's basically garbage. So but customer vehicles I take the utmost pride in. I try to do the best work I can to give them the best result for their money. But my stuff I kind of do as cheaply and as do-it-yourself as I can, because that's what I can afford. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for listening to the little ramble at the end. But hope you guys are enjoying. Subscribe if you aren't. I would appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.